So I don't know if we got I wanted to talk about this, and I don't know if we got these numbers in any of the slides, but YouGov this week did a few questions about. I believe it was around surrounding the 250th.
Right.
But one of the questions was, how proud are you to be an American? And I'm just going to read off some of these right now.
We have that slide. We got that slide.
Do we have that?
It's in the deck. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Perfect. Harris voters, only 19% say they're very proud. MAGA supporters are, what is that? 81%. I'm actually looking at the graph on the side here.
It's because they have a song, Andrew.
Well, it's because they have a song, but also I feel like this is sort of problematic. You know, I understand the hesitation to say that you're very proud to be an American because of a lot of things that have happened. But being an American is not about politics. And I have this sort of sneaking suspicion that among a lot of these Democrats and Harris 2024 voters, this pride issue is political, where it should not be. And that sort of bleeds up to the top of the party where it's...
I suspect this is elastic too, don't you?
I'm sure this is elastic. This is a very elastic issue, because if we had a Democrat in office, you'd probably see a much higher number of Democrats and Harris 2024 voters saying that they were proud to be an American, and a smaller number of MAGA Republicans. But I still think Republicans and MAGAs might score higher on this. I just sort of find it disturbing, because I think one of the most effective strategies with independents that Democrats should really be leaning on, and not just independents, people who care about democracy, people who care about their country and their community and their family, hug the flag, go for the flag, be
They
proud.
don't own the flag.
They don't own the flag, and they shouldn't own the flag, and they arrogantly believe that they do. And if we snatch that out from under them, it's the end of MAGA's power in America. And I am both worried and excited to see what, a lot of these Democratic candidates are going to be doing on the 250th. I think it's a really important opportunity for Democrats who are currently in office and are of hopefuls, to go out there and demonstrate some of that pride, because I think that will draw in a lot of people, more people than they expect. And, it might piss off the far left. I'm going to be honest. That's what they're not big fans of America in many ways. But they're only 7% of the country, according to that Washington Post.
Well, and look, the point I always make, and the point our founders understood, they understood that we were building a fundamental set of flaws into the system in order to pull together 13 colonies in a war against the global superpower of the era. It was going to be imperfect. It was going to be, we were going to face terrible consequences from the question of slavery, and we did. But the idea of America, the propositional idea of America, as we've gone forward 250 years, is, sometimes we take a 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Sometimes we don't get there the way we should. We would love to think that we could get there easily and everybody's working together, but we do eventually move the ball down the field. And politically, I can tell you this, folks, from when I was a Republican, one of the ways we converted huge areas that were Democratic strongholds, and I worked in places like Florida and North Carolina and Georgia, where we took your Democratic voters from rural areas. You know why we took them? Because you let us. You let us, because we were able to say to them, they don't love America. They spit on the flag. They're not patriotic. They hate the fact that you believe in God, even though you're a good Democrat. They hate the fact that you own a gun, even though you're a good Democrat. We took those people away on the most shallow, superficial horseshit you can imagine. We lied to them and said we were better about those things. It's insane that you let us do that when we were Republicans back in the day. So the advice here is tough love, but even tough love is love. So
Yep.